Hi, Sam.
Hello.
Well, first of all, how was your gig over here at Lowlands?
The gig was great. It was really good. I'm still so shocked that loads of people were there. It was great.
But, well, you must have been used to seeing many people turn up at your gigs, or?
It's getting there now, but it's still, you know, when you're going to countries that you haven't been to that many times, and I've never played a festival ever in Holland, so it was really beautiful experience and such a lovely surprise to have.
Was there any specific moment that, well, touched you more than other moments?
For me, it's when I sing "Stay With Me," and that's the moment where I really react to the audience and find it amazing.
And what did they do today?
They just sang so loud. It was crazy. It's just so good, and I really don't take these moments for granted either. You know, it really touched me.
Stay With Me. Do you still recall where you were when you wrote the first line, maybe?
Yeah, I was in the
melody?
studio with a guy called Jimmy Names in London, where I wrote a lot of the record, and I remember where we were and where we were writing, and it's very quick. We did it in like an hour.
But did you know when you wrote the song that it was good?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah?
I did actually. I kind of, at first I wasn't too sure, and then I put the choir part you hear in "Stay With Me." That's actually my voice. So when I did that and I put that vocal down and listened to it back, I remember nearly crying actually, because I was like, this is special, this song is special, which I don't do to a lot of songs actually.
What triggered you to write this song?
A one night stand gone wrong, many one night stands gone wrong, that's what triggered the record, and it's just a really honest encounter of my life.
Yeah. Well, talking about your life, first album you bought, do you still recall? You were born in '92. What was the first album you bought?
Album I bought? First album I bought was probably something like Britney Spears.
Yeah.
Britney Spears' record probably. But I remember My Love Is Your Love, Whitney Houston, was one of the first records that I probably listened to and held to. And Frank by Amy Winehouse as well.
The first one, why this album from Whitney Houston? What did you like about it?
I think I just love her voice, and also her story was amazing, and you could hear her story through her voice, through her music. I even loved her last record she brought out.
In what way could you hear her story? What is her story?
Whitney's story. I think we all know Whitney's story. Whitney's story is that of heartache, I guess, and you could hear it in the music when she was singing. And I just thought she was amazing, and I've also heard she was an amazing human being as well.
And Amy Winehouse?
Yes.
What made her so special for you?
Amy Winehouse made my favourite album of all time, Frank, and I adored how honest and brutal she was in her lyric, and I remember that inspiring me so much, and I think will always inspire me actually, and inspired in The Lonely Hour hugely, because I've just been so brutally honest and I don't hold anything back. She really was herself, and she showed that every day.
Is it hard for you to be brutally honest?
Very tough actually, yeah. It's not tough for me to do it, but it's tough for me to showcase it, because you all know my business now.
Yeah. Now, are there certain songs or certain parts that you don't want to do live, maybe because of the intense?
No, I put everything on the album, and whatever's on the album, I'm willing to perform. It's my job, it's my duty as an artist to sing about my life, and hopefully people can relate.
What did you learn from Joanna Eden?
Joanna Eden?
Yeah.
Everything. She's the reason why I'm sitting here right now. She was my first ever singing teacher, and she's the first person who filled me with confidence as a singer.
What did she tell you?
I can't remember. So many amazing things, but the main thing she did was I remember listening to her music and being so touched by her album, and how her songs were about. She was like, this song's about this person in my life, this song's about this person in my life, and I just loved how it was a documentary of her as a person, and you know, that's what I wanted, that's what I want my music to be.
It's for you, when did you start writing this album? Do you still recall first song?
First song I did was Lay Me Down, and it took me probably about a year to write the album.
And if you listen to it back, can you tell, well, this song was written before that song? Is it for you so sort of well, maybe some sort of diary too?
Oh, of course. Oh my gosh. The album is a story from start to finish about someone I fell in love with, a guy I fell in love with last year.
Does he know that the album is...
He does. I told him, yeah.
What did he tell you?
He said, I don't know, I think he kind of enjoyed the fact that the album was a little bit about him. But no, he's invested in the album.
So he is?
He's invested in the album. He loves the album.
He loves the album.
He's emotionally invested in it, which is great.
Well, you have now commercial success. Is it something that you strive for?
Oh my gosh, hugely, and I do every day. You know, what I want to do is I just want to live out my life through my music. It's really simple, and you know, I think if you asked me 2 years ago, I would have said I really want to be famous as well.
Why?
But I don't know. I remember just being attracted to the lifestyle, but now I'm here and I'm witnessing it. I don't want that. I want my music to be heard by everyone, and I want to perform to the biggest crowds I can. That's what's important to me.
How come you didn't want to be famous anymore now?
No, I do want to be famous, but I want my music to be famous, not my trip to the local supermarket. If you know what I mean. That's what's. I don't want to be that type of artist.
Is it something that maybe that is going to happen to you now?
Who knows? If it happens, it happens, and I'll deal with it. But right now, it's a perfect balance where, you know, I don't have people waiting outside my house. I don't have paparazzis following me and stuff like that. So I feel like the respect is for the music at the moment, which is what I want.
You also have huge success in the US and also the UK. Was it something? Is the US a country that you really wanted to break? Or?
Oh my gosh, of course. Every country I want to break, but America's very important to me because I've been inspired by so many American singers. Yeah, to be welcomed the way I've been welcomed in America is so weird. It's very surreal. And every time I go over there, I love it. And I get recognized in cities that I've never been to, and it's really weird. It's really great. I love it.
Are you already writing some new material?
I did a writing session a week ago, which was amazing. And I've got ideas in my head all the time, and I will be writing all the time, yeah.
Well, the success that you have now, the people coming to your shows, does it inspire you to write more, or does it block you somehow? Or?
It inspires me, you know. Yeah. My music has started to inspire me again because the concerts are getting bigger and bigger. When I sing my songs, it inspires me, which is amazing. It's inspiring me to want to write more and create more, so that I can have more songs that people can sing along to.
Are there certain things that people said to you about a song that you wrote that meant something special to you?
Of course, all the time actually. I've got a really emotional connection with my fan base. But the main thing was, someone said to me in New York the other week that my music helped them come out to their parents, and that made me really emotional.
Was it for you hard to come out?
Me?
Yeah.
No, God no. I've had it very, very easy in my life. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, it's great. Okay. That's how it should be.
Sorry?
It's how it should be.
Yeah. How come you think people still find it hard?
Of course, because society is not where it should be. We've got a long, long, long way to go when it comes to equality in colour of skin and sexuality and all those types of things. So let's hope the world gets their act together soon.
Well, hopefully. Well, in 2012 you worked together with Disclosure on the track Ledge. It's now a hit in the US, 2 years after. How did your contacts with Disclosure come about?
We have the same management, and they heard my song Lay Me Down and they loved it, and we got in the studio together. And the first day we got in the studio together, we did Latch, and the journey we've had since has just been insane.
How come do you think that now, well, Disclosure, you, and that the whole new wave of British music, how come you think it's on a high now?
I just feel people, since Adele, people are craving organic music, you know, music that is soulful and natural and comes from a really raw place. And I feel that's happening, you know. There's a movement in music of classic songwriting coming back.
And how come since Adele, what did she do?
She brought out a timeless record. She brought out a timeless record, and it did commercially so well during a time when I think the music industry lost its feet a little bit.
And what are your plans now? When do you plan to release new songs, new album?
My album came out a couple of months ago, so there's going to be a bit of a wait. I'm finishing touring. I'm going to be touring all next year, I think. And then I want to start writing in September next year. That would be my aim.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Lovely to meet you.